हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड वेलकम टू पिंडी रिएक्शन। आज फिर एक और वीडियो आप लोगों के साथ मिलकर देखने के लिए आपके सामने मौजूद मैं हूं लुकमान
और मैं हूं आदिल। आज हम जिस वीडियो पे रिएक्ट करेंगे वो है व्हाट्स इट लाइक बीइंग अ मुस्लिम इन इंडिया।
सो व्हाट इज इट लाइक।
ओके, तो हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है, काफ़ी सारी कम्युनिटीज़ रहती हैं इंडिया में, काफ़ी सारे लोग हैं जो डिफरेंट मजहब से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, सब मिलकर रह रहे होते हैं। तो कैसा फील होता है मुस्लिम को इंडिया में, ये देखेंगे आज।
चलो देखते हैं।
ओके,
लेट्स सी व्हाट्स इट लाइक टू बी अक्सा। नाम से ये भी मुस्लिम लग रही है। लेट्स सी 1 2 3 गो।
Hey everyone, this is Aksa from Asian Boss. Did you know that there are over 200 million Muslims staying in India? Despite this large number, Muslims are still considered as religious minority, with less than 15% of Indian population identifying themselves as Muslims. You asked us to find out what is it like to be Muslim in India. So today we are going a step further and asking both the sides. First, we shall go and talk to some Hindus regarding their perception of Muslims. And then we are going to ask Indian Muslim themselves. Let's go. Question, what's your religious background?
I am a Hindu.
So today we are conducting an interview in which we are asking Hindus who represent the majority of India about Muslims. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
When you hear word Muslim, what kind of stereotypes, about them come into Indian society?
First, positive stereotypes are like they visit the temple daily, they pray, and some negative sides I can highlight is like girls are not given that much freedom.
When I see them, most of the time I feel about women, they're not empowered. I see them wearing burqa a lot of time, even in Mumbai.
I usually hear that most of the Muslims are into terrorism and something like that, but that's not true at all.
The stereotypes which persist are that they are not cleanly, like they don't maintain cleanliness. Then the behavior and the attitude they have is here thought of as bad by Hindus.
Where do you think these stereotypes come from?
It's basically when we got separated after the partition, it was embedded into our minds that these people are actually not, they don't belong to where you belong to.
Nowadays, with our government, present government, raising the slogan of Hindutva, which is totally a religion politics. So from there also a lot of stereotypes are again coming back. I don't know, we are moving ahead or behind through this government, but yeah, I don't support this at all.
So how often do you come in contact with Muslim people?
Basically the friends. Yeah, basically the friends.
Are your parents okay with you being friends with Muslims?
Yeah. Surely they are very open-minded. They think that they are also humans. We are also human. What is the history? That is the history.
So this is the case because you're staying in a metro city like Mumbai.
Yeah.
What do you think is the case in villages?
That is totally opposite. That is totally opposite, because in village there is a separation between Hindu and Muslims.
I don't come from a metro city. I come from a very small village, and I have seen riots on a day-to-day basis in front of my house, in front of my school. There were n number of riots pertaining Hindu versus Muslim issue.
Why do you think this kind of situation, severe situation, exists in villages especially?
People are very emotional in places. They have time to do things. Here, no one has time to fight over. They sleep, they wake up, they work.
Do you feel Muslims as minority sometimes feel some kind of discrimination in India?
Obviously, they are treated as a minority since a very long time. They have been told continuously that you are a minority, you are a minority, you are a minority. They have been used as a vote bank by these big political parties like Congress and all. Every time they need their support, they come to these small villages and the Muslim populations there, and they try to lure them and they try to give them benefits, and then after they are done with the elections and all, they forget that we have one part of society.
I can tell you stories. They actually come to our building. So we were staying at that point. We wanted to vacate, and they came there to look at the flat. But my landlord was though they allowed them to check out the flat, but they were biased about the fact they didn't want to rent it to a Muslim. So this kind of bias exists. I think for them to get a accommodation in buildings, sometimes it's difficult.
Does this religious difference make you a little distant from any Muslim person?
Actually, not me, but people in general are sometimes staying away from the Muslims.
Sometimes don't go with Muslims, be with the same peoples or the same group.
Do you see Hindus and Muslim coexisting peacefully in India?
Yeah, I see some places I see that they are coexisting peacefully. Like in colleges only, We don't think that he is Muslim or she is Muslim. We don't think of caste or religion. We are friends.
What's your religious background?
I'm Muslim.
Just a little while ago, we actually talked to some Hindus and asked them about certain stereotypes related to Muslims. So they gave us some stereotypes. I would like to tell you about them, and then you tell me how do you feel about those stereotypes. So some of them mentioned that there are lots of terrorist groups from Muslim as a religion. So what do you have to say about that?
First of all, I want to say that terrorism has no religion.
If someone is speaking about a Muslim that they're being a terrorist, I feel sorry for them also, sorry for me also, that what is the fault of being a Muslim? If someone is just coming and creating a scenario like they are doing some terrorism, the act of terrorism, and they are claiming themselves being Muslim, I don't think that they are actually supposed to be the Muslim, or actually they are playing with the name of the Muslim and the name of the Islam. Like ISIS, it is very painful, and people, because they are saying after 9/11 the perception of the world has been changed. People are saying that Muslims are terrorists. No, actually Islam is the most peaceful religion, I will say.
Do you feel as though there are more tensions than usual after the Kashmir bombing that happened?
After this Pulwama attack, and I was just browsing through my Insta, I found this interesting thing. Like they were commenting that all Muslims should be like killed. So I just commented this thing. Listen, brother, not every Muslim is terrorist. There are people in our Indian army or our Indian navy that they are also Muslims, but they don't care about that. But still I had this hope. Like I am there, I should show the people that I am not like them. I am not like this terrorist that they were made to be. Like I should show that I can be a better person.
And there was another one which said that women are not as empowered in Islam as it is in other religions.
Firstly, I do not think it's right to say that the religion makes you less empowered. Rather, there's a very famous saying that in the Quran, the number of times a woman term appears is more than the number of times the terminology of man appears. Also, they say that it is actually in the Quran that a woman is like a queen, okay? So you do not subject her to any kind of torture. You have to let her have her rights. You have to let her have her freedom, right? So if the religion is saying that, then how are people interpreting it somewhere else? But I do get this one thing that why are you wearing this hijab? And then when I say I like it, I get this, this expression people make, oh, I feel sorry for you.
Okay.
And what do you feel sorry about? Like you wear regular clothes, I choose to add one more thing with me. How is that a sign of oppression or a bad thing if I'm doing it by choice?
Do you ever feel distant from a Hindu person due to the religious differences?
No, we don't feel this type of. 95% of my friends are Hindu, and they are very friendly to me. They are very close to me.
What can be done to keep this peace or bring peace in India between the two communities?
We should try to avoid all the hatred speeches, all those spam messages which are on social media. We should just try to skip all these things, and we should observe our community, our surroundings, how we are living peacefully, how we are living in brotherhood manner, and we can live together happily.
So the people are actually what is being perceived. It is a completely what is being shown by the mainstream media. There should be some laws that the people, like the media people, should be firstly maintain their dignity. And when the same news is being propagated into your mind, there will be sometimes it comes and stick to your mind. After sometimes you will be used to that, and you will be just start feeling hatred for the particular community. So that should be banned.
So what did you think? Did their answer surprise you? This was the first time that we collected answers from both Hindus and Muslims. We wanted to give you a general idea of what is it like being an Indian Muslim. We hope this video gave you some much needed insight. For more authentic insights into the latest news and cultural trends from all over
ओके
कैसी लगी वीडियो?
मुझे टॉपिक बड़ा
इंटरेस्टिंग
था। एक इलेक्शन के टाइम पे ना, वो जैसे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज की बात की, तो ये टॉपिक बड़ा हाईलाइट हो जाता है इंडिया में, मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया।
तो एक बात मुझे जो बड़ी पसंद आई, डिस्पाइट ऑल दीज थिंग्स, जो यूथ है वो बड़ी पॉजिटिव तरीके से आगे मूव फॉरवर्ड कर रही है। मतलब उन्हें पता है डिफरेंसेस हैं, लेकिन अब वेल एजुकेटेड लोग हैं सारे, और वो डिफरेंसेस को सेट असाइड कर एक पॉजिटिव वे में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
बहुत अच्छी बात यह थी कि वो जाके पब्लिक इंटरेक्शन में गए हैं। और सबसे बड़ी बात ये, बहुत सारी वीडियोस हम देखते हैं कि उसमें बिल्कुल डिनाई कर दिया जाता है कि ऐसा कोई इशू है ही नहीं। तो जब तक इशू को रिकग्नाइज नहीं किया जाता, उसके सोल्यूशन की तरफ जाया नहीं जा सकता। तो इसमें बड़ी
रिकग्नाइज किया गया कि हाँ ये इशू तो है, लेकिन हमें इसको साइड पर रखकर आगे मूव फॉरवर्ड।
ये बड़ी पॉजिटिव चीज थी कि बोला गया हाँ ओके ये इश्यूज हैं। जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि गांव के कुछ एरियाज में इशू होते हैं क्योंकि वहाँ पे लोगों के पास टाइम बहुत ज्यादा है, शहर में लोगों के पास टाइम नहीं होता तो इस चीज पे फोकस नहीं करते। और अच्छी बात यह है कि जो हमारी एजुकेटेड जनरेशन है, जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि हम कॉलेजेस में या अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन में, तो हम ये सोचते ही नहीं है कि अगले बंदे का रिलीजन
तो मतलब तुम इस चीज से अब जज करो कि जो कॉलेजेस और स्कूल का एनवायरनमेंट है वो बड़े पॉजिटिव है। तो जब यही लोग आगे जाकर अपनी पोस्ट संभालेंगे या मुल्क चलाएंगे, ये इन्हीं लोगों ने चलाना ना, तो वो जो स्टीरियोटाइप्स बने हुए होते हैं वो खत्म हो जाएंगे।
एक्चुअली जो इस तरह के इश्यूज होते हैं ना, वो होते ही एजुकेशन और अवेयरनेस की कमी की वजह से होते हैं।
ठीक, तो मतलब आप अपने इंसेस्टर्स को देखो, इतना लिटरेसी रेट नहीं हुआ करता था, जैसे वो विलेजेस में रहते थे तो स्टीरियोटाइप्स बनाते रहते थे एक दूसरे के बारे में बैठकर।
वो रिमूव हो सकते हैं मेरे से। हर इस तरह के जितने भी इश्यूज हैं उनका एक सोल्यूशन है एजुकेशन और अवेयरनेस। जितना ज्यादा एजुकेटेड होंगे लोग और अवेयर होंगे, बाकी एक मीडिया के रोल पे बात हुई कि मीडिया बहुत ज्यादा हाईलाइट कर
यार, सोशल मीडिया इज एनेबल, मतलब अच्छी चीजें भी होंगी, सोशल मीडिया इज एनेबल। एग्जाम में दे रहा था, उसमें ऐसे आया था सोशल मीडिया के प्रोज एंड कॉन्स पे, मैं सारे कौन से लिखा है, प्रोज मुझे टाइम ही नहीं मिला, इतने ज्यादा थे, टाइम खत्म हो गया।
एक्चुअली सोशल मीडिया पे इशू ये होता है कि कोई भी बंदा बैठ के वो कुछ भी बोल सकता है, तो जो स्पीकर है वहां पे उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी कोई नहीं है।
बड़े हेट्रेड फैलाने वाले पेजेस हैं और पता नहीं अजीब अजीब, क्योंकि उन्होंने पेजेस चलाने हैं शायद, मुझे लगता है इसलिए।
असल में जो पॉजिटिव चीज होती है ना उसे हम हाईलाइट करते भी नहीं, ये नेचर होती है, नेचर है। हां, हेट को ज्यादा
तो सोशल मीडिया से जरा थोड़ा सा दूर रहना है सीरियसली, बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। सोशल मीडिया आजकल
नहीं, आप
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और प्रिंट मीडिया से ऊपर जा रहा है,
उसे पॉजिटिव,
हां पॉजिटिव यूज करें तो ठीक है। मतलब
सिर्फ उस चीज को शेयर ना करें जो आपका ब्लड प्रेशर हाई करे, आपको इमोशनल करे और आपको एंगर दिलाए, उस चीज को आगे मत पहुंचाएं। बाकी वीडियो में बड़ी पॉजिटिव बात ये थी कि जो हमारी यूथ है वो पॉजिटिव सोचती है, ये एक बड़ी अच्छी बात। बाकी अगर आप कुछ डिस्कस करना चाहें,
बात डिस्कस करने के काबिल नहीं होती, वो पता नहीं कैसे कैसे बनी हुई होती हैं, इसलिए उन पे नो डिस्कशन। अगर फिर भी कोई डिस्कशन करना चाहता है तो इंस्टाग्राम के लिंक्स गिवन है, डीएम कर सकता है।
बिल्कुल।
और हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन को रिंग करें। वीडियो कैसी लगी, पसंद आई तो लाइक जरूर करें। सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, अंटिल देन खुदा हाफिज़।